Yes, class, is it audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
Jobita, Hashid, Sabiha, Zainab, and someone else, Jesslyn is also joined. All right, you all have not shared your email ID with the Learnivio team. I had asked you so that I could give you this lectures note with to you.
Ma'am, I got the notes.
You have received. Other students? Sabiha, Jesslyn, Harshid and Jobita, you also share. Yesterday we had the class, so you must also not be having. Jesslyn, you also share.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Harshid, so share your email ID. Yes, okay. Just share your email ID. Zainab has received, I think. Okay then. See, so with Jobita and Harshid, I had the class yesterday. So you people, you both are aware of at least how to write the dimensional formula. After class assessment also you appeared for, and homework also is given to both of you. Rest of you, now one more topic had been started in the last class, which other students have done and you both are not aware of. Let me revise it because I have to, and then we'll be discussing this. See, the dimensional analysis topic is divided into three parts. Your first part is just writing of the dimensional formula. Yes, Sabiha, please join from another device. Try. Okay, Jesslyn. So three parts. This chapter is divided into three parts. The first part is just writing of the dimensional formula, which you all know now. All of you know how to write the dimensional formula. In terms of MLT, if temperature is given, then Kelvin, K also you can add. Second part is how to compare or comparison of the formula, or you can say writing of the formula writing. Before this, we just wrote the exact values for velocity. Now this is construction of an equation. Properly, equation has to be constructed now. This is the second part. So how to solve it, and then one more part will be left, that is conversion of units. That we'll see later on, the conversion of units part. Now, see, when we are talking about the conversion, the writing of formula, how to write it is, you will be having some parameters like force is dependent on mass, velocity, and radius, right? If this was given in the question, this was a part of the question that derive the formula of force if it depends on mass, velocity, radius. All right, this was already given that they were depending on these. So what we do, we write x, y, z as the powers of these. All right, whatever variables are given. If only two variables are given, we'll just write x and y. If all the three variables are given, we'll write x, y, and z. Now, then what do? We write the formula of dimensional formula of individual quantities. Like dimensional formula of force is written. Dimensional formula of mass is written. Dimensional formula of velocity is written. Dimensional formula of radius is written. These individual writing of dimensional formula, all of you know by now. Fine. And what is this? This is just to remove the proportionality sign. We put an equal to sign with a constant k. Then what do? These powers are multiplied. X is multiplied here, so this became m to the power x. This was lt to the power -1, so this became l to the power y multiplied to t to the power -y. Then we had L to the power Z. Then what do? We equate the right and left terms. Masses power on the left side is equated with the masses powers on the right side. Right and left both are made equal. How if m is m to the power 1 and here we had m to the power x. So 1 and x became equal. We had x is equal to 1. Similarly, here we had L to the power 1 and here we had L to the power y plus z, because two powers are there. Bases are different, powers get added, right? So y plus z here we have. It means 1 is equal to y plus z. We have this equation. So you don't need to solve everything right now, because with time you will see that one of the variables is getting solved automatically. Like t to the power minus 2, here t to the power minus y. So minus 2 is equal to minus y. That means y is equal to 2. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. If you put here, you will get z is equal to minus 1. And we had all the variables with us. So finally, formula, when we kept all the powers, m to the power 1, v to the power 2, r to the power minus 1, r was transferred into the denominator. This became f is equal to k mv square by r. Now k will be having different values that you're not concerned with. You should write the formula. Let me discuss one more so that you become familiar with how to write the formula. And the next question, you all will tell me what is the value or what are the values of x, y, z, all these which you are obtaining. Let me discuss this one with you. Okay. Derive the formula of time period of a pendulum if it depends on, means time period depends on what? If it depends on length of the pendulum and acceleration due to gravity. This is what is given in the question, right? What is our first step? We have to remove the proportionality sign, put some constant. This constant value will be calculated experimentally, will be calculated theoretically, but you are not supposed to calculate it. We are left with L into G. Then what are the steps? L to the power x, G to the power y. No third quantity, no need of writing Z. So we have L to the power x, G to the power y. Then what is the next step? We write individual dimensional formula of all the quantities. Time period. Time period is just time. It is one of the fundamental quantities. Remember, I have told you a table where fundamental quantities we have discussed. So times dimensional formula is the easiest. What it is just t to the power 1, means m to the power 0, L to the power 0, t to the power 1. This is the dimensional formula of time. Very easy to understand. Next is equal to k. Length. Again, length formula is very easy. Length is just L, right? And acceleration due to gravity is acceleration only. And I've told you some quantities you should remember. Accelerations is L into t to the power minus 2. This is acceleration. Then what we'll do? We have the powers here as x, and this entire power, this power is x, this entire power is y. So the next task is to multiply x here with this power 1, y with this power 1, and y with this power minus 2. So here we'll have C, m to the power 0 is present, L to the power 0 is present, t to the power 1 is present. Is equal to k, L to the power x, here L to the power y, t to the power minus 2 into y becomes minus 2y. Now we have solved the equation. We have the x variables with us. We have the values with us. Now what is the task? We have to equate both the terms together. See, m to the power 0 on the left side. Is there any m here? No. Means m to the power 0. No variable requirement. Nothing. Both m to the power zeros are present. No variable on the right hand side. So mass is not needed over here. Come to L. L to the power 0. L here is 1 L to the power x and one more. Bases are same. Powers get added up. So x plus y. This means x plus y can be equated with the 0 because both the bases are same and all the powers are equal because we have equated these equations, right? So x plus y is equal to 0. So whatever will be one value, the opposite will be the other. Right? X is equal to minus y from here. We know one thing. Lastly, time. T is equal to, so if we'll calculate y from t, we'll get x. Look, t to the power 1 is present, right? And from here you have t to the power minus 2y. So we can say one thing, 1 is equal to minus 2y. So minus 2y is equal to 1. So what is y equal to? Y is equal to minus half. If y is equal to minus half, see x is equal to minus y from this equation that we have obtained through length. So minus half means plus half. And x will be equal to plus half. This means t is equal to k, L to the power half, g to the power minus half. This is our equation. One thing we can do, I have always told you, whenever you have the negative powers with you, bring them into the denominator. So if we bring it, this becomes t is equal to k L to the power half divided by g to the power half. One thing we can do, both the powers are same. L by g to the power half. Right? L by g to the power half. Class, what is anything to the power half? If I say 4 to the power half, what exactly, when do we write half? Root. Very good, Hashit. Root. This means the final answer is under root L by G. And if you remember your class 11th, very good, Hashit, this is half to the power half. Whenever we have root, under root, we write the power half. Cube root, we write the power 1 by 3. Now see, if you all remember, this completes the answer. This is my answer and I have to leave my answer till here. But if you remember, if you recall your class 11th, you must have done waves and oscillation, SHM in your class 11th. And there you must have done the time period of a pendulum when you must have done oscillations. If you remember, the value of this constant that time was 2 pi. T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. So actual formula is T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. That 2 pi is a constant which is kept K over here. But right now we are not concerned with that. And this is just one more thing that additionally I'm telling you. Next question you people are going to solve. Firstly, write down this question. Any doubts in this, just keep on letting me know. I'm here. Write it from. And other students also share your email ID. I'll share the topic before that, before here, so that you can at least revise because those are very important. Those who have completed, start telling me the values of x, y, and z from question 3. See, in this formula, L is directly proportional to C into capital G into H. Now, C is the speed of light, and G is the gravitational constant, and H is the Planck's constant. So, to the powers X, Y, and Z, these are written, and you have to derive the formula. So, see, let me tell you, all those who do not know, C is L t to the power -1, because this is speed of light, any type of speed, the dimensional formula will be L into t to the power -1. G is equal to m to the power -1, L to the power 3, t to the power -2. This question we have discussed, where we had calculated this gravitational constant through formula F is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. And then you have the third Planck's constant, that is H. H is equal to mL square t to the power -1. These are the values. So see, when we will write this, this will become L is equal to K, C, G, H, and the powers here will be X, Y, and Z. So see, let us put the value. All the left hand. This is formula of length only. So L will be m to the power 0, L to the power 1, t to the power 0 is equal to k. Now speed of light, this is L t to the power -1. Then G is m to the power -1, L to the power 3, t to the power -2. H is m to the power 1, L to the power 2, t to the power -1. So here the powers are X, Y, Z. Now what we'll do? We have to multiply this. X with this L, then X with this -3. Y with this -1, then Y with this 3, then Y with this -2. Z with the 1, Z multiplied to 2, Z multiplied to -1. All these values. So ultimately here we just have L to the power 1. But this will become L to the power X, t to the power -x. Then this is m to the power -y, L to the power 3y, t to the power -2y. Then the third one, m to the power z, L to the power 2z, and t to the power -z. Right now we have to equate all the variables that are. First, let us equate m. M is 0 here. This side m is -y plus z. So from here we have -y plus z is equal to 0. So from here you can say z is equal to y. Both the values will be equal. Then length. L to the power 1 is there. What all we have here? X, then plus 3y plus 2z. So what will be the equation? X plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 1. Lastly, we have time. Time here is again 0. So this is equal to t to the power -x -2y -z. So what will be the equation then? -x -2y -z is equal to 0. So basically we have three variables, right? X, Y, and Z. And we have three equations also. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll be able to calculate. See, one thing you know that if you take these two equations, let us solve these two equations because X can be cancelled from here. So X plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 1, then minus x minus 2y minus z is equal to 0. See, if you add this equation, x would be cancelled. 3y minus 2y will be y. 2z minus z will be plus z, which will be equal to 1. This is left. So at least we have reduced this equation. One more equation we had. Minus y, see, 1 is y plus z is equal to 1, this equation. One more equation here is minus y plus z is equal to 0. This can also be added, so they get cancelled. 2z is equal to 1. So value of one variable we have, z is equal to half. Y and z both are equal from the first equation. See, minus y plus z is equal to 0. So y is equal to z. So y will also be equal to half. X and y solved. You just have to put and check it for value of x. 1 is left. So put it into any equation. Minus x minus 2y. Let's put here. Minus 3 by 2. So minus x we have minus x. So half and half here, this will become, if we have minus y, minus 2 into y is half minus half. So 2 cancelled. This becomes minus 3 by 2 minus x. This becomes minus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 3 by, correct. So these are the three values we have obtained. So L, finally you will put it. Your equation L will become k. C was x. So to the power minus 3 by 2. Then we had
G.
G. Okay. So capital G, this will be half and Planck's constant. So this is the equation. Further, you can solve it. This can become under root G, H. This half you can take cube, make it different formula. But finally, this should be the answer. Quickly write it down. This will complete the second segment of writing down the formula. Last part will be left, which will be conversion of units. Then this chapter will be over. So quickly write down the solution. And just text me done once you have written. See class, this is the last portion of your dimensional analysis, which is the conversion of units. So see how to convert one system of units into another system. There is one basic formula with the help of which you can convert. Like if I give you this question, convert 1 Newton into dyne. Newton is the SI unit of force and dyne is the CGS unit of force. So means 1 Newton into some amount of dyne, which we have to calculate. Now see, look at this. This is 1, this is Newton. Here some value will come and this is dyne. What are these? This is N1. We are just writing it right. This is U1, means number 1, unit 1. This is N2, number 2, unit 2. And use just one equation. N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. All of your questions will be able to solve with the help of this. How? See, 1 Newton, 1 and 1. Now, instead of Newton, Newton is the SI unit of force. So what would be the dimensions of Newton? Dimensions of Newton will be the same as that of force. That's why when I was discussing that table with you where we were writing the dimensions, I was discussing the SI units together. Because in this chapter, it requires the knowledge of SI units and basic formulas. So Newton will be force. This is mLt to the power minus 2. Is equal to, here we do not know N2, so N2 is missing. Dyne is again mLt to the power minus 2. So how to differentiate between this dimensional formula and this dimensional formula of force? Here we can put 1, 1, 1, 1 for the first. Here we can put 2. Now we have different. Now you know when I say L1, L1 means the Newton's one. When I say M2, M2 means dyne's masses, right? Now, the thing is that here N2 is unknown. So to find out N2, we'll bring this term into the denominator. N2 is missing. We have to find out N2. So we'll bring this entire term in the denominator. So see, M1 by M2 is left to the power. What is the power here of mass? 1. L1 by L2. What is the power? 1. T1 by T2. What is the power? Minus 2. So M L T to the power minus 2. So this is clear. Is this clear? See, why? Because N1 was 1. Otherwise, N1 would have also been divided at the end. Now what do we do? SI unit is written in terms of SI unit only, and CGS will be elaborated in terms of CGS. Now understand how. First tell me, till here, solving part till this step is clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see how to proceed this further. You know all these 1 terms. These were from Newton, means the SI unit form. So what is mass in SI unit? It's 1 kg, right? What is length in SI unit? It's 1 meter. What's time? Time is always 1 second. I have told you this. That time will be seconds in both CGS and SI unit. Now see, M2, L2, T2, these were from dyne, means CGS system of unit. These are all from your CGS system of unit. And above are from SI. So in CGS, CGS means centimeter gram seconds. M2 will be 1 gram to the power 1. CGS is centimeter gram second. Then L2 will become 1 centimeter. 1 second by 1 second, it's just that the power will become to the power minus 2. This is what n2 is equal to. What have we done? We have just written the values that are accordingly given, because see, right now the problem is that we cannot just put the dimensional formula with us. Look here, when we are talking about the dimensional formula, you have just MLT. You are not concerned with the values, the numericals. Right now, we are focusing on what? Right now, we are focusing on the fact that along with the masses, you have the SI units of masses also given. Along with the length, you have the values of length also given with you. So when you have these values with you, masses are given, lengths are given, time is given, and we have to convert units. That's why we are intentionally bringing units here. Clear? Because we are converting one unit into another unit. That's why we are intentionally bringing the units here. Before this, we were always using the dimensions. Right now, we are bringing in the units. Now see how to convert this. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams divided by 1 gram. Why? Because you have to convert it into one same unit. So at least it will be solved. 1 kg and 1 gram cannot be solved. But 1000 gram by 1 gram can be solved. Similarly, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter by 1 centimeter to the power 1. And this is in any ways cancelled. 1 second by 1 second to the power anything is there minus 2. This is cancelled. N2. So gram, gram cancelled, centimeter, centimeter cancelled. What is equal? N2 is equal to what? 1000 into 100. Rest everything is cancelled. 1000 into 100 means 10 to the power 5. So 1 Newton is equal to 10 to the power 5 times. Clear? This is the last application of dimensional analysis. Write it down. Write this conversion of units, the third part. See, Shaima, seconds and seconds got cancelled. Means second to the power minus 2 in the numerator divided by seconds to the power minus 2 in the denominator. Both got cancelled. That's why we didn't consider time here in this particular question. If some unit is there which involves hour, then we can solve. No, 60. Then we can convert it into 60 seconds and then use the power minus 2. Here that entire term got cancelled automatically. To convert it into unit, we need the dimension. No, if the question is specifically through dimension analysis. All right, if the question is directly through dimension analysis, that through dimension analysis convert one formula into another formula. Then using this method of dimensions, you can calculate. If here some other powers were there, like m to the power 2, so this would have been into 2. So 100,000 into 1000 would have been there. That's why these dimensions are important over here. Otherwise, in general way, or generally, we do not require, we never convert it like this. But since this is a part of your syllabus, so you have to convert it like this. Other students try this. Joule is basically SI unit of energy, and this is CGS unit. So write the dimensions the way we have done for force. We have written every dimension for force. Write it for energy. Here, write it for energy. And this time, this is N1 is not one that we can neglect. Here we had neglected N1. N1 was also getting multiplied. Here this is 10 joules. That you can multiply it at the end once you have the value of N2. Okay, Harshit, then other students, I think if that time is going to start in some other places at your places. So I'll stop here today. Now after Eid, we'll be having proper 1.5 hour classes. So that time I'll just complete this part that is left. One thing, that CGS unit of joules is nothing. CGS unit of joules means erg. Similarly, you have to do, write the dimension of energy. You will have MLT, whatever values are there. Similarly, we have the way we have solved the above question, you have to convert again whatever kg will be there. You have to convert it into gram, then cancel whatever powers are coming. Though I'll discuss it in the next class whenever we have it after Eid. Yeah, you people have your classes after Eid. So that time I'll discuss. I'll share the notes. I've received emails of Jyobita and Hashid. Jesleen also. Jesleen, just share your email ID to the Learnivio's number. Okay. Hashids I have received. Jesslyn, just share there. Please do not share here.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. And Sabiha, you also needed the notes. You were traveling on that day. I think if you also share your email, it would be better. I'll share the entire